unbeatable. It was weak to fire. It was weak to fire.
And winged.
I was tacking dragon.
Well, I just make an honorable mention of winged because winged is, you know, such an easy element for Water Armatus to hit, and it's one of my best moves on Water Armatus, so...
You'd be using it even if he wasn't weak to it. Yeah, I don't really like the A-Art I have that has dragon, but it's not awful. It's more of a crowd control move.
Legitimately awful. So, yours was clearly the better option.
Well, we fought the ones that were weak to fire and water, you know, the easiest ones.
Yeah.
The way this game is, the fact that any enemies are weak to fire and water is pretty ridiculous. We need an enemy weak to fire and water so I can Ancient Nova it.
Ancient Novas.
So is this the third tower?
Yeah.
Because we will probably want to save before the next boss, just in case of tragedy.
I plan on it. We'll backtrack a little bit, but I'm gonna do all the looting first.
Should we backtrack or front track to the other point, you know?
Front track's probably more efficient. Gotta love the way it despawns enemies in this game.
What do you think Alex's response would be to the word front track?
Who? Oh, Alex's? Oh, he would be...
Yeah.
It would bother him deeply. Should we text that to him? Is this where we came in from? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Just text him, hey, I just used the word front track on a stream.
I think that treasure chest is somewhere overneath.
Overneath was an incredible word.
I
guess word is kind of being charitable, but you know.
I don't know what was worse, the fact that he used the word overneath or the fact that it was effective communication. I enjoyed that statement.
By the way, I hit switch as soon as Lila got hit, and that's how long it took to actually happen.
I think it was waiting for her full dodge to finish. Or was she just... Did she actually get hit, or did she just use it?
She lost more than half her life in that fight. Because they quickly consumed all of the auto dodges and maxed my meter, and then just started hitting her. And the game, in its infinite lagdom, decided not to switch until then.
Our treasure.
Wasn't there a door on this side to another treasure room?
What? No.
Because there's one you enter from the front and one you enter from the back, right?
Yeah, I entered both of them. One of them had absolutely nothing. Things that must be done.
Good work, Edna.
Better work, Edna.
This is so unnecessary.
No, it isn't. No, it is not.
That's our favorite piece of equipment right there. I really don't understand why there's a bunch of equipment for the Seraphs that boost their stats on elements they don't use.
Which one was the Viking hat?
Well, it's a hat,
Yeah.
so it's Zavid, and Viking, water.
That's what I was trying. I couldn't remember what element was on it. It was the main reason I asked.
You really weren't sure what element a Viking hat would have?
Games don't always make sense.
I just want there to be a Viking hat that's like Earth.
Wind would be logical, because you have to use the wind to sail.
And fire would be logical, because by the time they were done with a town that resisted them, it would probably be on fire.
That too. No. I was hoping to get like a 1 inch further. That's lovely.
Hey, I've maxed my meter.
Okay, man.
Let's get out of here.
Ow.
Okay, this is the way back right here.
Yes, it is.
I never thought it would be a good design decision in a game like this to put enemies in narrow hallways.
Well, they knew they'd done something special with their camera work, so they wanted us to enjoy it.
They're not winning any cinematography awards.
Yeah, this dungeon is cinematic in a way. Too bad you'll spend so much of that time looking at a corner of it.
I mean, the out-of-battle camera works just fine. If the out-of-battle camera worked like the in-battle camera, then there'd be some serious playability issues.
Because there aren't already, right?
You've never played this game by yourself, but I just want you to know the camera isn't quite as bad when you're playing by yourself. It's still not good, but it's not as bad.
Just make sure her nails don't dig you. Let's just get out alive!
How the camera is actually worse when it gives you control of it is beyond me.
I don't understand why, when you're by yourself, it doesn't let you control it. I know they put the strategy stuff on the right stick, but let's be honest, that's worthless in every Tales game.
I think we've used it in...
I mean, the thing is, you need to change the strategy so rarely that you just go in the menu and you set it manually. Especially because usually the most important strategic adjustments are ones the hot system doesn't let you make, like turning moves on and off. In games where you fight with the AI, which we just don't here.
The most useful strategy-related option I seem to recall that ever existed in a Tales game was the formation switch in Eternia, where you can just switch the direction of the formation.
Oh yeah, that was incredibly useful because the AI had this weird obsession with staying in the order you set the formation. It didn't really make any sense, but once you understood that they irrationally insisted upon this, you could just use a formation switch to force the casters to run away from enemies.
Okay, let me make a couple of adjustments real quick.
Eat a snack, and hopefully for strike this enemy with sword instead of run into him. Because
But I
there's
love
no reason
I
not
love
to.
running into enemies.
I like how Mikleo has way less starting SC than everyone else, don't you?
Of course.
I also like how totally irrelevant it is.
Gooey stuff.
Hey, it restores small amounts of SC.
Type in and use this. Oh. This could actually be useful against this thing. I seem to recall this thing casting Earth stuff. Okay. Do we need anything else?
No, not really.
Those random encounters
Those random encounters you've been generous enough to put us in have put us in a very healthy meter situation.